Hi, this is Chuck Oliver. Welcome to this Hidden Wealth Review. Hey, give me a couple minutes and let me save you a tremendous amount of tax. I want to teach you how you can actually make your IRAs immune from the IRS and disinherit the IRS from your legacy. There's been some legislation passed. In fact, it just passed the House this week that from the Wall Street Journal to CNBC to Bankrate to Fox News have all commented on, and it actually passed 417-3, and it's already now headed to the Senate. There's a couple things there that don't be bamboozled. In fact, I find it humorous the way the government giveth and the government taketh away with this use of words, right? So this Secure Act, which I appreciate the focus of the intent of this passage of bill, but not really the outcome for those of us that worked hard, saved hard, and unfortunately are going to get taxed harder. You see, Secure Act stands for Setting Every Community Up for Retirement Enhancement Act. And it just passed the House this past week, 417-3. But it's the biggest bill to change retirement planning in over a decade. And the purpose is to encourage, which I support, the importance of saving towards retirement. The challenge is twofold. Number one, where or how is this program going to get paid for? Well, you guessed it. For those of us that have worked hard and saved even harder, we're going to get taxed to the max to pay for this, to subsidize those that haven't been able to work as diligently towards savings towards retirement. But they're going to do it two ways. They're going to take more from us while we live, and they're going to tax us to death once we're gone, because here's the two provisions you really need to be aware of. In fact, my favorite of one of the articles was saying this, that the government is paying you to put a retirement plan in place. Yeah, right. No, the government's going to tax you to put a retirement plan in place to buy votes, and it'll have negative impact on those of us that have worked really hard to save. And so here's what's happening. They're going to tax us more to enable other people to save, which is the traditional government way. And then, this is the granddaddy of them all, folks, the passage of the 5-year liquidation rule. In other words, a non-spouse inheritor is going to have 5 years, the year after the last parent passes. Let's assume that's our adult children are going to inherit this, and they got to start taking money out the following year after our passing, and they have 5 years to get it all out of the account, which means when they're in their highest wage earning years, right, about the time we expire is about the time our children are going to retire, and now they're in their highest wage earning years, and now they're being forced to take 1/5 of these inherited IRAs out, which is going to tax them to the moon and put them in a much higher marginal bracket massacre. Folks, let me teach you how you can disinherit the IRS so that you don't disinherit your children's legacy. But more importantly, before taxes go up, Bernie, the great Bernie Sanders, with all the free offerings, has already implemented what he's proposing as a financial transaction tax, even on college savings, let alone our own retirement savings. So the time to act is now. So if there was a time to get a government gift card before it expires, it's before the next year's election. So to take full advantage of 2019, as well as through 2020, there couldn't be a better time. And don't lose the gift card in the expiration date, because you'll kick yourself. We're saving people an enormous amount of tax, and the importance couldn't be greater. Simply go to retirementprotected.com. That's retirementprotected.com. And let me teach you this coming Tuesday how you can actually have a zero tax rate on your income, how you can get your IRAs out of the IRS at zero tax, or not at least use your own tax doing the right Roth conversion, and manage your marginal tax brackets, because rates have never been lower and the marginal brackets have never been higher. Now is the time. Now, if you prefer, call 855-668-2928. That's 855-668-2928, but you've got to hurry. The spaces fill up quickly, even though it's a complimentary educational wealth protection webinar where I'll teach you how you can make your IRAs immune from Uncle Sam and disinherit the IRS. Couldn't be a more important time. Timing shifting. Now is the time. Make yourself immune to the IRS. Retirementprotected.com.